Hey guys, what's going on? It's Anthony from SwitchGen. I want to welcome you guys back to another video, but I'm going to be doing a different video this time. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, but it's going to be different in the fact that I'm not going to have any gameplay footage up. I don't want to be getting in trouble for copyright strikes, but this is going to be a major disclaimer to you guys too. I have very unpopular opinions when it comes to this game for a couple of reasons that I've written down, but I'm also going to give you guys some information too. But I'm showing a little concern when it comes to this game because again there's a lot of people talking about it, and I know people are, again, they're really hyped for this game, and it hasn't been out for about 10 years. But my whole thing is the trailer looks more hyped than the gameplay. The CGI scenes and the voice acting is really good. Don't get me wrong, but it's in my opinions, it's just not enough, man. Because at first I'm oh yeah, this game is hype, bro. I'm gonna go get this day one. But it's the more I look at the gameplay, the more I'm questioning what's going on. As far as the gameplay, what really concerns me is the camera, man. I'm looking at the Venom trailer and the XMen trailers, the trailers that just released on Nintendo channel and Game Informer channel, and I'm seeing how when you're fighting Venom, as he moves around, the camera doesn't follow him. It's fixed on a certain area of the game, and it's not allowing you to control the camera. To me, that would be a lot better. That way where you get a better view on the camera of the character that you're playing with, versus you're just, the camera is just, just centered on one frame. That is one of the most annoying things to me when playing a game, is that I can't control the camera. Because now I feel I can only see certain, I can only experience a certain perspective of the game when I want to experience more, right? Again, during the Venom scene, he's jumping down from his platform, but it's you can see him, but it's you can't really zoom in on it. So you can't get a more clear picture on what he's doing, which I find is really strange. So that, that's a cause of concern for me too. But as far as any of the other gameplay, I mean it looks cool. You got, from what I've seen, you got 3 or 4 fighters, so you're not doing it by yourself. You got 3 or 4 more other characters that you probably can switch between. So I'm hoping that too, is that when you're playing, you don't just have to play with one character throughout the whole match, or not the whole match, but the whole stage. You can switch through it. So that would be pretty dope too. But the Venom boss fight definitely is cool, man. Like I mentioned in my previous video about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I'm a huge fan of the character Venom after watching that movie, dude. That was by far one of my most favorite movies that I've seen, especially pertaining to the Spideyverse and all that good stuff. But also it's just, I don't know, it's strange, man. That I feel I need to see more gameplay. I know it's not, the popular opinion, I'm trying to hype you guys up on, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. But it's these are just things that I'm seeing in the trailer too. But again, this isn't all negative stuff. I actually got some pretty good stuff too. But that was stuff that I seen in the Venom trailer that I thought was a little bit interesting. But now I'm going to talk about the X-Men trailer that came out, I think it was a couple of days ago it came out. But yeah, it's relatively new. But again, the trailer looks cool, but to buy a game, I get, you have to show off, the CGI and the cutscenes to get people interested, but it's what the actual game plays is what I'm more concerned with, right? You see these little snippets of what the game plays but it's you don't see a full 30 minutes or the first story chapter of it being played through. So some of the gameplay I feel might not be final, but the only way to see that stuff is, again, as we get closer to the release date, we'll start seeing more stuff, and we'll start figuring out, okay, well, this is what it really plays versus what it looks like. But again, the CGI cutscenes looks really good, man. So that's kind of cool too. Also in the trailer, Mystique was shown, Juggernaut was shown, Magneto, Beast, and Nightcrawler was also shown. Psylocke was also shown too, which was actually kind of cool. The lady with the two swords, so that was kind of cool too to introduce her. Nightcrawler, I didn't even know this, but like I was doing like a some like minor research, and I found out that Nightcrawler was actually Mystique's son, and my mind was like blown away by that, because Nightcrawler is actually my favorite X-Men out of all of them, like Wolverine, Cyclops, Colossus, Beast, Storm. Like I've always been a fan of Nightcrawler because of like what he can do and like, you know, vanishing into the shadows when he moves. But again, man, like from the gameplay that I've seen from Nintendo, my major turnoff point is the camera angles, because during this trailer it repeats the same exact thing that the Venom trailer had repeated, which is when you're fighting enemies, you can't, it's like you're fighting the enemy, right? But it's like you can't really see like how big the enemy is. You just see like a snippet of it, because like your character, like as you're fighting the Sentinel, as you guys are gonna see in the trailer, you know, if you decide to go watch it after I give you like my thoughts on it, like as you're fighting it, you see like the Sentinel is like bigger than the screen. Like your character is like at the Sentinel's knees, and like while you're fighting it, like you can't really see like the head of it. But in the CGI scene, like you can see like the different camera angles, right? Like you can see like them, you know, switching the camera angle between